about to depart the ferry. We have arrived in Calais. Well, we're about to anyway. We're gonna hop off and just like find a shop or something to chill at and figure out what our next moves are, because we don't really have a plan. We're very much making this up as we go along. Here we go, guys. Joy is about to touch down. Slightly excited, slightly scared. I have driven on the right hand side of the road before, just not in something this size.
Power on. 15.
Are you there, John?
I am here. Joy the Convoy, the Big Peach, do you copy?
Copy of it.
Are you shitting your little panties?
I'm in the left lane on here, I don't know what's happening. Overtake on the left, round the roundabouts on the right.
We're here, folks. We are here in France, and stopped at a Lidl just to gather ourselves and figure out where we're going to go next. I did pick up some muesli because the process of shopping is quite a lot to take in right now. We need to figure out where to go and where we're going to stay. First thing I've got to do is figure out why I don't have internet on my router. Got a red light on it, so I'm just logging into the old control panel. I'm hoping it's just a switch for roaming. I had to turn that on my phone, so maybe I've got to do the same here. For as much. Okay, the red light's disappeared. There she goes. 70 meg. Beautiful. Right, after a bit of deliberation, we found a spot we're going to try. We're actually going back towards Calais to a place called Wissant, and we're just going to park up in the middle of the town there because we don't really want to drive too far. It's already 7:30, so we're going to hop over there. We might have a walk around the town, and there's a beach, so that'll do for tonight. Well, this is sad. The first air we've rocked up to, it's all closed off. Closed till the end of the month.
For repair and pruning.
Repair and pruning. Good evening all. Well, we went down the road a little bit and we have found an air for the night. It's quite a big one actually, and it's full of motorhomes. Just outside Calais, and it's time to eat. We are both very hungry. We were eyeing up food at this cafe, but we decided against, because
we ain't made of money, mate.
We ain't made of money. Yeah, give you a quick walk around. There's a few about. Just in time for the sun to set. It's weird because we're an hour ahead in France, so the days have immediately got a lot longer. What are you cooking out?
Making an omelette, and because we're in France, I'm going to make an omelette.
It's making an omelette. Good morning all. So today I've woken up in France. Pretty surreal still. Weather's pretty great. I think we're looking at 23 degrees today. I think we'll mostly be driving. We want to head more inland now, down towards Metz, I think, because we're looking for places to go climbing. Metz is actually like 5 hours away, so we probably won't make it there today, but we're gonna try and make some progress at least. So last night we stayed at this air. There are loads of motorhomes here. We're probably almost the only campers. There's 2 or 3 perhaps. sort of mohos. Don't think Alex is up yet, so I just went for a wander. I think I'm going to go make some breakfast now and get myself set for a busy day, hopefully. Right folks, we are making moves inland. We're heading towards Metz, which is actually like nearly 5 hours away. We're just going to do it.
These tolls, is it paid by cash or card, or do you know?
The majority of them should take card.
Good stuff, okay.
We've got cash in emergencies, but I don't think we'll need it.
Yep.
Yeah, it's nearly 5 hours away, but we're just going to do it in some short stints. We put some services in the sat nav that's like 2 hours away, so we'll do that. Top up on diesel and then see how we feel about driving a bit more. But yeah, the main aim right now is getting further into France. So let's do it. Hey folks, we have just stopped at an air just for a quick breather, stretch our legs. It is so damn hot here already. It's 28 degrees today. Yeah, it's getting hard work. My arms are turning different colours with all the sun exposure through my window. Cannot complain. We've been driving about 2 hours. We're going to keep on driving. We're probably 3 hours from Metz, and we might get there this evening if we feel up for it. We're just going to keep going down this toll road, the A26. If we get to Metz today, that'll be some pretty good progress, because we'll be pretty close to Switzerland and Italy on that far side of France by that point. I think Alex is swapping his water tanks or something and getting rid of some grey water. Oh, now he's igniting his hob, so maybe he's having a cup of tea, I don't know. What's going on?
Making a coffee for the road.
You making coffee? He's making coffee. Oh, I couldn't drink a coffee right now. Send my body temperature through the roof. Apparently it dips it. Alex would know these things. What's he up to? Isn't that nice?
That stream of water is so cool.
Well folks, we've been driving for about 4 hours and we're just on the outskirts of Metz, which is pretty good going. We've just pulled into an air, not too sure where we're staying yet, but we're just gonna assess the situation, have a look at what's around. We actually need to find somewhere to buy a climbing book for climbing routes around Metz. We can find rough locations on the internet, but ideally you need a book to take with you. So we're going to figure out where we might need to be in order to buy one of these books. It's getting on a bit now, 8 o'clock. Sun is still beaming though. It is beautiful. What a drive. This has been the sunniest, smoothest drive I've ever experienced. Like, it was just dreamy. Pretty damn good roads in France, can't complain. Did cost us €35 for the privilege, but that's how it is. Good evening guys, quick update. We rocked up at a climbing gym called Altissimo to see if we can acquire like a guidebook on outdoor climbing in the local area, and it's a little bit difficult. There's no books around, just tidbits of knowledge. Thankfully a couple of guys spoke English. We got some snippets of information off them.
Yeah, it's good to come to a climbing gym rather than an outdoor place, because people were just recommending us places.
Yeah, so we've got a few leads, but it would still be nice to find a book. That aside, these climbing gyms in Europe are just like completely different to those in England. Like, we've just sat in there with a beer, like we had a pint with this geezer. They let us have a walk around the centre, carrying our pints. Very friendly place. Just made a friend, old Silver. So yeah, it's pretty late now. What are we on? 10 o'clock, and we're in this car park. We need to find a place to stay, but I think we're going to eat first and then drive to a spot on Park for Night. Small corner of nature is how it's described. We're going to go to a small corner of nature with a view of Metz.
Bench in a garbage.
What a day. I was about to say the same to you. I was looking at you in there and you are so red. You got like a red neck. Am I red? Do I look red? I look pale as fuck on this camera. Anyway, yeah, we're going to eat and find somewhere to sleep. Ciao for now. So we found a spot, guys. It's our first Park for Night spot. It's our first wild camp in France. This is how happy Alex is. Been an interesting evening. Since we've been here, the police have called by twice. Didn't seem interested in us whatsoever. They were discussing amongst themselves and looking around the area with torches. So I've no idea if they were like checking us out or whether they were looking for something else, but they literally didn't say a word to us apart from, what did they say?
I went over to them and they were like talking amongst themselves, and I said, is everything okay? And they went, he's asked if I speak French, and that's when the conversation took a turn. So I said no, and so we didn't get any details. If we had said yes, which is a motivation to learn French, then we would have found out what was going on. But he goes, don't concern you, don't worry. And that was it.
Yeah, so somewhat was going on, but we weren't to be included.
Yeah, I felt a bit left out, I'm not going to lie. And it felt like it's just because I don't know French.
But other than that, fantastic spot, up on a hill overlooking Metz. I'm sure the view's great. We'll have a look in the morning.
Hit and miss with the old eye drops, like you could hit an eyelid, you could hit an eyeball. Sometimes you get an eyelash and it drains down into your eyeball, which is kind of like half a win. A couple of those makes one full drop.
Good morning all. We have woke up today in this very tranquil little spot. We're quite high up above the city of Metz, just kind of looking down on it. Last night was very strange. Like, we had a great time at this climbing gym, talking to a few locals and trying to get some information on local climbing. And then we got here and police kept driving past. I don't know what they were doing. They looked very busy, like kind of looking for something, but didn't interrupt us at all. But it was still a bit freaky nonetheless. Today our mission has become to find a book, like a local guidebook on outdoor climbing. They're really easy to buy online, and unfortunately we weren't quite as prepared as to buy all the books we thought we might need. But now we're here, we realised we need them pretty fast, and they seem quite hard to get hold of. The climbing gym we went to didn't have them, and no one really knew where we could get them. So right now we're kind of scouring all the corners of the internet to try and find out where these books can be acquired. I've messaged a few places, a few other gyms, shops like Decathlon. I probably haven't actually explained one of the primary purposes of this trip was to come climbing, which is something I do with my friend Alex. We haven't done a lot of outdoor climbing, we only recently got into it last year, but we knew Europe would be a great place to come to do it. So we've got all the equipment, we're ready to do it. It's just you need the local guidebooks, otherwise you just don't know where you're going, you don't know what the routes are, you don't know how hard they are. So a local guidebook will be amazing. So yeah, that's the mission at the minute. I have a feeling we might head down from this place and just call in a few places. We shall see. Well, we're still looking for this book. There's two more places we've tried, a climbing gym which didn't have any books, and then this great big shopping park. We came to a place called Cultura, which is basically a bookshop, and although they sold it online, they didn't have it in store. So yeah, we're not winning yet. It's so hot. I feel like I'm in Texas. Doesn't help that this shopping centre is basically a big mirror, and you walk past it and get blasted by the sun.
I'm moaning.
No, not moaning.
I'm wondering if we can get an ebook, even if we buy the ebook.
I asked you that question when we were looking at website. So we could be hanging around Metz for a few days, searching for a book. We've got two more leads though, haven't we? We've got two more names. We've got to go further into Metz though, to some more specific location. Oh, what a mission. What a mission. Right, we are now heading into Metz, the city centre, because there's a few shops there that may have...
Bowl full of peaches to bundle of Nelson Bundella.
Do you mind? I am recording a video.
You don't ask mine.
Yeah, we're off to a library.
As I was saying, we're just about to go to...
I'll turn him off in a minute. We're going to a library and some other place there that might have this book in stock. This should be fun. We're going to an air, like a motorhome air, and should be a 10-minute walk to the city centre, so that should be okay. Wish us luck. Okay, so we have arrived in Metz city centre. We're at an air. Had to pay a couple of euros to stay here, but it's not so bad. And we're going to take a walk into the city centre in search of a book. Bloody hot. So we've had a good walk around Metz. Pretty French, a bit of use.
pretty French.
Ordering beers and coffee 10 times as more intense. We visited a few places to try and find this climbing book to no success, so we're on the verge of giving up finding it in this area at least. We might just have to wing it. Lesson learned, we kind of need to plan in advance for where we might be climbing in future. Back to the bands then I think, and I think we're going to go shopping. We can go over at either of these bridges. We came from that one, didn't we?